Thank you so much. So much light suddenly. You don't need the flash. There's a lot of light behind you.
Yeah.
बस.
Sir, left, sir.
सर यहाँ पे सर यहाँ पे
On your left, sir, please. Left. Sir, left. Sir, yes, sir. Yes. Sir.
सर
Sir, yes. Sir, yes, sir. Sir, on your left, sir. Left. On your left. Sir, please tell you. कौन thank you बोला? Thank you. Sir, yeah. Thank you वाले बड़े हैं. ये आगे से. गाड़ी भी.
आप साइड
Please give them.
अबे shut up.
Please. Light बंद. चलो सर. लाइट बंद कर. साइड ला वहाँ ना वीडियो इधर तो नहीं आएगी वीडियो इधर प्लीज खान साहब अरे नीचे बैठो आगे सर बच्चन जी बच्चन साहब अमित जी सचिन बोलना मुझे भी फिल्म में नहीं इसका तो बोलो मुझे भी फिल्म में नहीं
show us how to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, we are very grateful to our sponsors today, Standard Chartered Bank, Saregama India Limited, and Vivanta by Taj, President, Mumbai. Each of our lives is a journey, and when I think about the musicians who are about to come on stage today, I think of their journey and of their evolution. Finding your path isn't always easy. And I think the words of Shri Harivansh Rao Bachchan say it best. मदिरालय जाने को घर से चलता है पीने वाला, किस पथ पर जाऊं असमंजस में है वो भोला भाला, अलग अलग पथ बतलाते सब, पर मैं ये बतलाता हूं, राह पकड़ तू एक चला चल, पा जाएगा तू मधुशाला, पा जाएगा तू मधुशाला. For them, music is their madhushala, and their path has been unwavering and steadfast. I am very proud to be here this evening to celebrate their incredible journey. Before giving you a glimpse of that journey, I would like to call on stage Mr. Vikram Mehra, MD Saregama Limited, India, to come up on stage and say a few words. Mr. Mehra.
Good evening, everyone. A big thank you to Amit ji and Jaya ji for gracing the occasion. And thanks to all of you for coming here. Saregama, or the erstwhile Gramophone Company of India, or the erstwhile HMV India, has been there in the business of making music out of over 110 years. In fact, the first song that we recorded was a piece of classical music by Gauhar Jan in early 1900s. From that time onwards, there's no piece of or category of music that we invested more than classical music. But we are a bit concerned at this juncture as a company which is pushing this. For this music to go out there to the next generation, for it to go on for the future generations to appreciate, it's important that youngsters start adopting it as their own. They cannot look at this music as a music which is of their parents. And doing this is not such a difficult task. The only two things that need to be done: the presentation and packaging of the music. Soul of the music needs to be kept intact. It's the packaging, presentation, and how do you deliver this music to people across the country, to younger audience. Saregama is trying to do its little bit what we can do, which is on the delivery mechanism. The youngsters today consume music in a very different fashion. Hence, we have taken every possible track that we people own, digitized it, put it as part of a single application. So just imagine thousands and thousands of pieces of music on Carnatic, Hindustani, and fusion, all part of a single application. all happening with the blessing of Khan Saab. That application is around 18 months old. But the tougher task is the packaging and presentation. And there is nobody who's better poster boys of that than Khan Saab, Ayaan and Amman. Their ability to adapt, their ability to change, innovate at all times, most importantly, challenge status quo, and at the same time, maintain the dignity of this music. I think they're doing a fabulous job, and as part of Saregama, we are very, very grateful to them. Thank you, sir. This album, Journey Rabab to Sarod, is an amazing amalgamation or coming together of these two distinct notes which are similar but different of Rabab and Sarod. It's an amazing collaborative work which has been done between Khan Saab, Daud Saab, Ayaan and Amman. I hope you guys are going to thoroughly enjoy the evening. By the end of the evening right now, this music is going to be available across every OTT application, across YouTube, wherever you want to go back and enjoy it for the second time in the evening. Have a great time, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mehra. And thank you for that wonderful initiative to make music, our classical Indian music, our heritage, accessible to this SMS, Google-obsessed, bite-sized, obsessed generation. I would like now, without further ado, to give you a glimpse of this journey. House. They just did a fabulous job of clearing up this stage in a couple of minutes. Could we have a round of applause for Show House, please? I would like to invite on stage Ms. Zareen Daruwala, CEO, Standard Chartered Bank, to come up, please. I would also request the artists, all the musicians, to come back to stage. Good evening. Mr. Vikram Mehra, would you join us on stage? Ms. Daruwala, would you like to say a few words, please? Could we have a mic? Could we have the artists back on stage as well? Amman, Ayaan. Please.
I think Standard Chartered is very privileged to be a sponsor for this evening. The ancient history of Rabab is something that we at Standard Chartered can relate to. We've been in this country for more than 150 years, and I think I see a parallel between Rabab and Standard Chartered. The way Rabab has touched the lives and through its music, I think we as Standard Chartered, through the way we've served our customers for over 150 years, I think I see a complete parallel there. And it has been a really lovely evening. Thank you, everybody. And thank you, Amman, and everybody who have performed on the stage. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I would also like to invite on stage the General Manager, Vivanta by Taj President, Ms. Ashrafi Machiswala. May I request the artists, the musicians, to please join us on stage. Ustad Sadozai, Ayaan Ali Bangash, Amman Ali Bangash. Could we have the press keep a little silence at the back? Thank you. We are eagerly awaiting to welcome on stage now to launch this fantastic album, an icon and a legend, someone who is an inspiration, whose career and whose lifetime is an inspiration to us all. Shri Amitabh Bachchan ji, please join us on stage. May I request Mr. Bachchan to kindly unveil the album. Bachchan, you need a solo stage.
Thank you so much, Amjad Ali Khan Sahab, for inviting me here today and making me a part of this wonderful journey from the Rabab to the Sarod. I'm sure that all of you have been enlightened by today's performance and the music, the history, the geography, and of course the technology that has gone into all this, and to be in the presence of such wonderful talents. For me personally, it's another kind of journey. Both Amman and Ayaan were introduced to me as little toddlers many, many years ago. And to see them today become masters of their craft, tutored by the eminent Amjad Ali Khan Sahab, is indeed a wonderful journey, which I want to appreciate. It's very rare for heads of family to follow the tradition into the next generation, and really want to compliment and thank you for continuing this tradition into your family and hopefully into the next generation that will come. Following tradition is a wonderful aspect of our society and our culture, and we're very privileged and proud that all our elders have always insisted that, in a sense, push their generation into the same profession. Unfortunately, with me, it did not happen because when I was young, somebody asked my mother, is your son going to be another poet? And she said, well, one poet in the family is enough. So I didn't follow that profession. But thank you so much, Amjad Ali Khan Sahab, for building these two into wonderful masters by themselves, and I'm wishing them all the very best. You talked earlier on, ma'am, about the diversity of music, which Khan Sahab had said that whether it's classical or whether it's pop, it's the same thing. I couldn't agree with you more. I have heard their music for time immemorial. I have had their earlier CDs with me. And just to give you a description of it, it plays with me when I drive in the car as kind of sentimental, emotional music. And I also hear it when I'm in the gymnasium. So it kind of links the two.
Bridges all boundaries.
Once again, Amman and Ayaan, thank you so much for this wonderful performance. And to you, Khan Sahab, for being with us today and making us a part of this wonderful journey. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bachchan. I'll take that. I'll take it. Satyajit Talwalkar on the tabla. Naveen Sharma on the dholki. Thank you once again to all our musicians. It has been a privilege and an honor. Thank you so much. Thank you to the press. Thank you so much. We are very grateful to our sponsors. Once again, Standard Chartered Bank, Saregama India Limited, Vivanta by Taj, President, Mumbai. Please do join us for mocktails and refreshments in the outside foyer. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Good night.